Greetings and salutations, Mollymauk J here with a box opening. It's the new hotness, Modern Horizons 2. You can see that loose Wizards plastic. Could it be repacks? Let's find out, shall we? I will say I do love the aesthetic. Collector booster boxes, as well as the packs, usually are pretty cool looking, but these in particular just look incredible. Now, obviously, there's a lot of spice to be had in this set, but there's also a lot of crying. I will disclose the fact that I paid $351 for this box on Amazon. That's where I could get it through. And the question is, will I make my money back? Now, obviously, we are currently in the race to the bottom when it comes to the prices. But I think a lot of the things will hold value. There's our etched planes. I think a lot of the cards that are in high demand, especially the one thing you can only get in the collector boosters being the Modern Horizons 1 reprints in the old border frame, I think those will not, they might drop a lot, but they will come back up because they're harder to come by. We have a Zabaz, actually, put the lamp pile over here. Zabaz the Glimmer Wasp, Bloodhound, separate pile for the sketches. Search the Premises. There's going to be so many piles, guys. Lens Flare, Tide Shaper. Very shiny. Old border will go here. Talisman of Hierarchy, which is a Modern Horizons 1 reprint. Foil etched Fire and Ice. And a Rise and Shine foil. So that was a big old zero on the wow. That was a genuinely terrible pack. There are some packs that can be worth like next to nothing, and there can be a single pack worth more than the cost of the box. And I apologize, the wrapper literally got stuck on my foot and wouldn't come off. Oh. Etched foil. I do love the etched foil basics. I will say they look quite impressive. We have a Borderless Void Mirror, Lens Flare, a non-foil Rise and Shine sketch, Magmatic Sinkhole. I'm not mad at pulling this because that is a pretty looking card. Foil sketch Timeless Witness, foil etched Yavimaya Elder. I don't even know where to put you. Hello! That's a good hit. That is the kind of hit we want to see. Etched foil retro Ignoble Hierarch. And an Out of Time. We're not out of time yet. This is the second pack in the retro standard foil, which I guess I will put up here in a squirrel and a Phyrexian Germ. But I've been watching a lot of openings, and some of these boxes, almost every box I've seen usually has 1 to 2 packs that just go completely off the rails. Again, beautiful basic. Guy's Will. Late to Dinner. Ho! Yes! Yes, ma'am. Sevulin of Sea and Sky, the Merfolk god much talked about in the gorgeous extended art, alternate art, whatever you want to call it. That is a beautiful card. And we have Soul Tender, which is another beautiful card, like in terms of art. Some gorgeous art. Late to Dinner. I don't think I've ever seen this card. Milliken, okay. Hey! Ho! Okay, we're starting to warm up here. I don't know where to put you. I guess, it's a common. And a foil gaze will. I saw a little bit of green and I'm like, did we get a fetch? Technically we did. Foil etched prismatic vista. Now the foil etching does darken some cards and makes the art look worse. Prismatic vista does not seem to be held back by that. I have seen foil etched verdant catacombs. It looks like you're looking at a black and green just box. Like there's nothing to really see there. A pretty swampy Yavamaya, Cradle of Growth, Urborg, but for forests. I'm gonna put that. All right, that's a solid hit. Ravenous Squirrel. Hey, I know he's not worth a ton, but I think it's really cool. Cauldra Complete Sketch, Mythic. We got the Step Through, hard to read, kind of. Goes here. Road to Ruin. This is, I mean, some of these sketches should not have been made because there's like nothing, there's barely anything sketched here. Versus this is a sketch card. These are both sketches. How does that work? I'm just saying, I don't know where, I guess that's a standard card. We got Blacksmith Skills etched. Deep Forest Hermit. This is a card that belongs in the classic frame. And a Sarah's Emissary etched. I actually like this card. Again, my big hits aren't necessarily monetary. It's also cards I'm really excited about. This one, oh God. It just looks so gorgeous. I'm getting lost in the art and taking too long. Gotta pick up the pace a little bit. Gorgeous Forest. Inevitable Betrayal. Faithless Salvaging Sketch. Hey, hello, Urza's Saga Sketch. That is another big hit. Galvanic Relay. Generous gift. Such a generous gift. Squirrel Sovereign. We have Upheaval, the etched, and a full art. I don't know where, that's just a standard rare. Full, borderless is what they call it. Borderless versus extended. Borderless foil soul talisman, which is a pretty sweet hit. Let us carry on, my wayward son. I know I went into Don't Fear the Reaper. It's two different songs. I'm weird like that. Hey, there we go. First fetch of the box is an Arid Mesa. Thanks for coming out. Cheapest fetch. Kitchen in for the sketch. Mishra's Factory. That's a nice little hit. I don't think it's going to be worth a whole lot. I need to resituate my cards, man. Problem is trying to fit everything into camera frame. Start a new pile. But I love the new art. We have Chatterstorm, another Soul Tender, another Step Through. See, this is what I'm talking about with the etching. You can barely, it's really hard to see the art. Cool card, not in etch. Necrogoyf, and it, for a second it got me. But still a solid hit. Archmage's Charm, standard foil, retro frame. Into the last 6. Done with the first 6. We have an Island, Nettle Cyst, Lens Flare Sketch, Nixlos Paragon Sketch, Floodhound, Bone Shards. That is pretty gnarly looking. King of the Pride with a line on it. Not a lion, a line. Sword of Truth and Justice. Hello. Foil etched. That is just gorgeous looking. And a Magus of the Bridge in foil for the ho-hum last card. So far, we only have 5 packs left and only 1 fetch. So it looks like fetch isn't happening today. We have a Swamp, Sanctum Weaver, Abundant Harvest, hello! The Extended Alt Art, whatever you want to call it, Marahi's Wake. That is gorgeous looking. That new art is so gorgeous looking. Terminal Agony. Another. How many lens flares have we opened? I've seen people open a ton of Aeromoebas. I feel like it's lens flare for me. And there is the Spice Baby. Okay, so it's not as bad as Necroglyph, but this is what I mean. Like, it is the foil etched. You can kind of see the art, but if you compare this to like the borderless Verdant Catacombs, you can see it much better. And a foil Mishra's Factory. So I have 2 Mishra's Factories now, but that Verdant Catacombs, that's a big hit. 4 packs to go. Not a terrible. It is certainly not the most bombastic box opening I have seen, but it is not a bad box to be sure. Yursi Fortune Flame, Tongue Yearling for the sketch. That's actually a really cool sketch card because you get most of the art. Wait, that's supposed to go here. I'm mixing up my piles. I'm gonna have to sort everything after the fact. Monoskelion, another Soul Herder. Aula, Queen of the Bear. I see some spice. I see. Oh, it's not enough to pull her once. Now in foil. Holy crap! Wow, I can't. Wow, I am pretty much speechless. That art. It is such gorgeous art, and in the the full art in foil is stunning. But let's, shout out Queen of the Bears real quick because it is a pretty card. Going into pack 3, pack 9, pack 10. Pack 10, I can math. Very sought after classic art. Not as rare as she used to be. Piru the Volatile, Jade Avenger, Moderation for the sketch. We have a Tide Shaper again. Step Through, Terminal Agony etched. Here we go. Yes, put me on the train. Please, fetch me that land. And Territorial Kabu. Foil etched March Flats. I really do love the fetch lands in that classic frame. It honestly, it kind of makes me want them to just go back to that frame. Just do away with this nonsense and go back to the classic frame. Just full stop. Hey, Marsh Flats, we're back. We're back at the flats. Nice. Okay, so we're starting to get there. The 2 biggest hits. I'm sorry, what was I saying? What was I saying about big hits? Extended deck. Gorgeous. I would, obviously, everybody wants to pull a Misty. Everybody wants to pull a Scalding Tarn because those are like the money hits. But I am actually happy to have the variants as well. Scale Up, Gaia's Will, and an Inevitable Betrayal. Full art. Last pack. Do we end with a bang or do we end with a whimper? That is always the question whenever you're cracking packs. We've had some real spice. We've had some not so spice. We've had some medium picante. I don't know what I'm saying. Out of time. We are getting close to it. Rakdos Headliner. Oop. Sylvan Anthem for the sketch. Road to Ruin again. Chatterstorm. So here's a good comparison. Foil etched. Calibrated Blast. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. That is a solid end. Standard foil, not etched, but the old border profane tutor. That is some seriously awesome art. So 2 marsh flats and an arid mesa, 2 borderless, 2 etched. Also got the Sword of Truth and Justice, which was probably the best hit from Modern Horizons 1. I do have a second box I will be doing, but I definitely feel like I have absolutely made my money back, especially some of these profane tutors. Feeling a fair amount of these cards I do think are going to go up in value. They are just going to take time. If you're expecting to make a ton of money on Modern Horizons 2 in the short run, that time was before the set launched, when you could get the pre-order craze. Now it's about the race to the bottom, and you just have to, if you're trying to get money, well, you shouldn't be buying Magic cards in the first place. You know, invest in normal things. But certain cards, especially I think the old border fetches, the full arts, things like this, especially the old border from Modern Horizons 1, which is only in collector packs, I think in 1 to 2 years we'll start to see an uptick, just like with masterpieces, just like with the VIP box toppers from Double Masters. But I've been Mollymauk J. This has been a solid and respectable Modern Horizons 2 collector booster box opening, and I will see you on the flip side.